Good day, everyone. It is my pleasure to be with you again. I am Dr. Amusalu Adamilare. Now, this is the beginning of another era, an era where the National Open University of Nigeria, our alma mater, has begun a journey to a new level. We want to be the best in Nigeria. We want to be the best in Africa. And of course, we want to be the best all over the world. This is the goal, the objective set by the Facilitator General, Distinguished Professor Peter Okebukola. And it's going to be achieved. All of us, you and myself, we are going to make this university great. And in this segment, I'm going to take you through loading of questions in the Moodle. You set up quiz platform in Moodle. You then load questions into the Moodle. It is a very simple task. As part of the task, the course facilitator will be saddled with the responsibility of providing questions. For this training, you are going to make use of multiple choice questions. The facilitator will develop those questions following the 20 golden rule as articulated by the distinguished Professor Peter Okebukola. Setting up the questions is none of your worry. It is the primary task of the course facilitator. The assignments that have been given to you or that will be given to you as administrative executive is just to cut and paste. Cut and paste. Simple. You don't have anything to worry about. I want you to calm down, relax, get your pen, and follow me up in the main class where we shall embark on serious practical exercise. Practical exercise on this journey. So, let's meet in the main class. Hello, everyone. You are welcome back to the main class. This is the main venue for the interaction. Remember, we are talking about steps for setting up quiz on Moodle platform. I am Amusalu Adamilare from the Department of Science Education. Education, like my distinguished professor, the general facilitator, will say that don't say education, say education. So I'm from the Department of Science Education. Today, of course, Thursday, 29th October 2020. I have divided this interaction into three phases, three major phases. Of course, there are other smaller units. Now, the first phase will cover setting up the quiz platform in Moodle. This action will be taken by the administrative executive. Of course, all the participants in this class are administrative executive. This is the new title, given to you by the Facilitator General, Distinguished Professor Peter Okebukola. And in the second phase, we are going to have development of questions using the 20 golden rule as articulated by the distinguished professor, the Facilitator General, Distinguished Professor Peter Okebukola. There are 20 golden rules. These golden rules are specifically for the course facilitator. The administrative executives do not have any role in this aspect. Of course, if you have interest in boosting your knowledge on what good questions should look like, especially multiple choice questions, you can click this link to take you down to know and learn more about the 20 golden rules that guides multiple choice questions. And the last phase is loading the questions on the quiz platform in the Moodle. Loading the questions on the quiz platform. What is the difference between phase 1 and phase 2? Phase 1 is in setting up the quiz platform. setting up the quiz platform in the Moodle, while phase 3 is now putting in, loading your questions into the quiz platform on the Moodle. So these are the three major phases that we shall be examining in this interaction. And of course, your primary concern will be phase 1 and phase 3. Now, in going to phase 1, setting up the quiz platform. To take this place, we need to go into the website. We need the virtual learning environment of one of our course facilitator, and we're going to make use of this virtual learning environment that you can see here. It is titled amusadamilai.com. It is on Indeed 256. So we're going to make use of this virtual learning environment. So what do we do to get us to this virtual learning environment? You go on to now this is my platform, my browser. So I'm going to type in the name of that VLE, which is, see me type in amusadamilai. So it has brought it, amusadamilai.com. So you click enter, it's loading. And sometimes the internet may be very fast, and sometimes it may be very slow. So this is the virtual learning environment of Amusa Oluwadamilare. Now, so let's go into the course proper. Let's go into the course. Now, so our target is to go into the course. Let's see. Now, this is the course. So, like it is said, the second step is to click the course. You click on the course. Let's see what it takes us to. Now let's quickly go to our guide. Now this is our guide. So we have gotten into the virtual learning environment, the VLE. We have clicked on the course. So the step 3 is turn editing on. Turn editing on. So let's go back to the VLE. Now you can see this is where you turn it. It is turned off already. So when you click on it, it is turned on. So it's loading. Now you can see turn editing. Of course, if you do not turn it on, you cannot do anything in this. So you can now see the different activities that have been done, on that VLE. Different activities that have been done on the VLE. But for today's class, we shall be making use of one of the topics here to serve as our lesson 1. Of course, all the one on the top part of the VLE has been used. So we'll go to those ones that have not been used. So let's stick with historical development of science education in Nigeria. We're going to make use of historical development of education in Nigeria. So that is the we are on 3rd step. Now, so we click on the course, which is the 4th step. Click on the course, select the lesson. Now it is click on the topic here, which is the lesson you want to make use of. You click on it. So what is it giving us? Let's turn editing on. Okay, the editing has been turned off. Let's turn it on again. So now it is turned on, like I said. So now let's go to one of these topics: historical development of science education in Nigeria. You can see add an activity or resources. So you click on add an activity or resources. Now, so the internet is friendly this evening. So now we can see different activity and resources here. This is a quiz, discussion forum. But our main business here is the quiz. You want to start for the quiz. So by the time you click on this, so click on quiz. We are going to add this to the VLE under the lesson we are treating. Now, so this is the page for the quiz. Add the name. The next step, let us go to our platform where we get our guide again. So you can see now, so we are on step 6. We have gone through step 5. Select quiz as option to add. We have done that one. Now we are now on step 6. Add the name of the test. Of course, test on lesson 1. This is what you are going to type into the. Now, so let's type it here. Tests on lesson 1. Test on lesson 1. What should be the description? So that will take us to step 7. Step 7. Step 7 says that you are going to copy the test instruction and paste in the description box. So let's copy the test instruction. So this one will now take me to where I have my test. I have my test here. So let's go to where I have the test. So I'm going to click the instruction. Select. Let me just copy this. Now, so you right click, you copy, then you now go straight to the VLE. This is VLE. Now you paste. You can paste the instruction. Select alternative A to D that best answer the question or complete the statement. So you click on display description on the course page. Now, so have you done that? Let's now check what is the next thing to do. Now, so this we have exhausted the first step to 6. Now we have carried out step 7. We have copied the instruction. Select from alternative A to D that best answer the question or complete the statement. Now let's go to step 8. Click on timing. On this timing, we are going to open, it's going to give us the opportunity to open the test, the time to close it, and also specify the time limit for the quiz or for the test. So let's go back again to our VLE. This is the VLE. See the timing. You enable it. You're going to click this place to enable open the quiz and close the quiz. So if today is 29th, so I'm going to put the test to the following day. Okay, today is 28th. So let's click 29th. So this quiz is going to open on 29th. And I also want it to close on 29th. There's no time to play. There's no time for lazy man here. So of course, in the month of October, and the year is year 2020. Year 2020. What is this one talking about? It's talking about the time. Yes. I want the quiz to open by 12 noon. It's going to open by 12 noon. And this is the seconds. 12 noon exactly. And in 2 hours time, I want the quiz to close. So of course, if it is 12, 2 hours will be 14. That is 2 p.m. and 14:00. Let me click this. 14:00. Good. So the test is going to start by 12 noon and it's going to end by 2 p.m. What time are you going to set? Because this is part of the steps we are following. Click on the enable to enable the time limit. You set the time limit. For 10 questions, you can set 10 minutes. The Facilitator General has given us that template. We can change it, of course. All this time to start, time to close the quiz, and the time limit will be specified by the course facilitator. Yours is just to execute what has been given to you. The course facilitator will ensure the time is specified, the time limit is also specified. So then we go on to grade. Let's, under this grade, we are going to set the limit. How many times do you want this test to be taken? Multiple time? Of course, you want it one time. If the course facilitators want twice, so just carry out the wish of the course facilitator. Then the next step is to go to layout, the course layout. Now the test layout, rather, you click on the layout. How do you want the questions to appear? Do you want 2 questions per page? A question per page? Let's go for 5. I'll prefer 5. So it means per page, when a student click on the test, it's going to appear 5 questions per page. Of course, this will, be beneficial to the student in the case of internet fluctuation. So let's choose per page. If you choose one question per page, it may be very difficult, in loading the questions. Now, after that, what else again? Let's just click save and return to course. Of course, let's see what is on the. You can see step by step. You have done all this. Click on layout, questions per page. You have done that. Click on grade, attempt allowed. You have done that. Timing. You have done that. Just click on save and return to course. Save and return to course. So, which are the bottom of this? So it's loading. It's loading. Now, it has gone back to the course. Now, if you look at this now, historical development of science education in Nigeria, this is the instruction. If you click on it, you can see attempt allowed once. This quiz will not be available until Thursday, 29th October 2020. And this is the time. This quiz will close on Thursday, the same Thursday, by 2 p.m. By 2 p.m. Time limit, 10 minutes. You have just 10 minutes to. But no question have been added yet. No question, but you have been able to create the quiz platform. The quiz platform. So this is where we are going to end the second phase. The first phase of the exercise towards loading questions into quiz on Moodle platform. So setting up the quiz platform in the Moodle. So this ends the first phase. Now, what is the second phase all about? Let's see. Now, in the second phase, development of questions using the 20 golden rules, action by course facilitator. Now, in this case, you don't have any assignment here. As an administrative executive, you don't have any assignment in the second phase. This second phase is strictly meant for the course facilitators. Of course, this will have been done some days before now. The course facilitator will ensure that questions are prepared in line with the 20 golden rules. In line with the 20 golden rules. Of course, if you have interest in knowing what are the golden rules, you can click on this link. It will definitely take you to the fantastic lecture delivered by the Facilitator General, distinguished Professor Peter Okebukola. So let's move on into the next phase. Yes, this is phase 3. Welcome to phase 3, the phase 3 and the last phase. This is the last phase for this assignment. Of course, it's loading the questions on the quiz platform in the Moodle. We have viewed the questions earlier. Let's view the questions again. Now, these are the questions. These are the questions here. Of course, I have not numbered these questions because I want to avoid problems during copying and paste. So I know clearly that this indicates the first question, the second question, the third question, and on and on and on. And the red ink shows the correct option. Correct option. I want to sound a clear instruction here. Don't. Sometimes some people want to bold. Let me see. Let me show you this. If you press Ctrl bold, this is not too good because it's going to appear as bold by the time you paste in the Moodle platform. So leave it. Just indicate the correct answer, showing it in red ink. So let me remove this. So we have our questions ready, and to the best of our ability, the course facilitators has followed the 20 golden rules. The 20 golden rules have been followed. Now let's go back to our VLE and see, or we'll go back to the guide. Our guide. Now this is the guide. What is the first thing to do? Now go back to the course page. Of course, that is if we have exited the course page, but we are still on the page. So we are not going to again click on the course. Of course, we are still on the case. Then click on the quiz image. Now let's go back to that place. Let's go back to our VLE. Now, so this is the. Okay, let me go back a bit. Let's see, so I can put it to practice. Now, this is the lesson we're talking about. Test on lesson 1. Just ignore those ones that you are seeing here. This is what we are working on. Test on lesson 1. And the instruction says click on the quiz image. Click on the quiz image. And the instruction says that let's see what is happening on the guide. Now we are going to step 4 in the phase 3, which is edit quiz. We are going to click on edit quiz. Of course, no question has been added as we have seen. After that, we'll go on to click on add and select a new question. You can see the steps we shall follow as it has been highlighted in this. So let's move on. Let's move back to the VLE. Now this is the VLE. So you click on edit quiz. It's loading. Now, according to the guide, the next thing we are going to click on is add. Click on add. It has some things. Let's see. Okay, now when you click on add, you see a new question from question bank. You don't need all these two. You click on a new question. You see, then like it is indicated, it has been indicated on our guide. We have different type of questions on this side. See this pane. You can see different types of questions. But our concern today is we are going to make use of multiple choice questions. So you click on multiple choice questions, then you click add. So it's loading. Now it has opened up another page where the activity will have to move on. Having done that, and the step says that open up your typed questions in Microsoft Word. That you have done. That's another step. Then begin to copy questions and options from MS Word and paste in the Moodle. So, but in this case now, the guide told us that question name. What will be our question name? Under question name, type in question 1. So we're going to type here question 1. So what are you going to do with question text? With the question text, what are you going to do? That is step 9. We'll now go to our questions in Microsoft Word. We're going to copy the question text here. So let's move there. You can see. Now, let's copy this. Very light. Now, you see, now this is where I'm going to rain a caution. I'm going to rain a caution in. Please don't let your highlights go beyond the question mark. It's going to give you a problem. So you look for a way to return it. Exactly. This is the exact thing you should copy. If it goes beyond, you are creating a problem for Moodle. So it's not going to respond. So just like you have known, right click, copy the question, then you go back to this something is not trying to, okay, now this is VLE. So you now Control V. Look at question 1. Which of the following may not be considered as a method of teaching physics? So this is a question that has been pasted. What is the next thing to do? Default mark. Yes, this default mark, don't touch this default mark. Just leave it the way it is. It is in the guide like that. Then this general feedback, you don't need anything to do with those ones now. ID number, you don't have anything to do with those ones. Now, under this number of choices, you click this. Yes, we have choice A, B, C, D. So I'm going to click this big one. Let's click on this big one. So we have done that. So that one takes us to step 10. Let's go to step 11. Under the answer box, we'll go back to our questions in MS Word. Let's go back to our question in MS Word. Right here, we are going to click on, we're going to copy the first option. Of course, this is where we have the correct, it's in red. Let me just, you see now, we just return back to exact word you want to copy. So a very quick one, Control C, I've copied the word. So let me go back to my VLE. I can see choice 1. I'm going to paste it. You can see now under grade, since this is the correct option, I'm going to change this Noun to 100%. So this is 100%. Now, by the time I'll be pasting into other options, I'm going to leave it as Noun because this is my correct answer. So I've indicated it as 100%. So this one is done. So nothing else. I'm doing it again. You go to choice 2. The second word is lecture method. Exactly. It captured the word. Control C as copy. This choice 2. Control V. So you're going to leave it as Noun. Then let me go to choice, the third choice. Demonstration method. Demonstration method is too far. Let me return it. Good. So be very careful in highlighting and in copying, such that you don't copy ordinary space. Copy the exact word that you need. Copy the exact word that you need. So Control copy. That's a shortcut to copy. Then go back to your VLE. This third option. Control V. So it's still going to be none because we have chosen our correct answer. So let's go on to the fourth one. Laboratory method. Let me return this. So another way of copying this, right click, then you click copy. So this is the fourth option. So I'm going to paste. Of course, right click, you have paste. So instead of Ctrl V. Now, you have more than 4 options, but I have just 4 options. So that has been done. And what else again? That's all. Blanks for 3 more choices. We don't need that. All this just goes back to save changes and continue. Save changes. Click on save changes. Yes, save changes. Not this. Save changes. It is loading. It is saving the changes made. Beautiful. So you can see that is it. Question 1. That is it. So you have it here. Now, if you want to go for the second question, let's do the same thing because of time. Let me just click add. Which questions am I around? A new question. Which type of question? Multiple choice. Click on add. It opens the second. Then here, you continue again. Question 2. That will be the name. We're still loading. Okay. Question 2. Then question test. So this is the question test for question 2. It is exactly. So this control copy to be fast. Control V. Default mark ready. You don't have any business with this. Click on this. Then you go to your choices. So the first one, which is this, is too fast. So let me return it. It is normal this way. Control copy. Control V. So the second option, which is this. So it's too far. Take it back. Control copy. Control V. That's a shortcut for pasting. Now, so let's go to the third choice. You can notice I have not changed. So of course, this one is too much. Let me return exactly. Control copy. You can see this. Control V. See the grade. I have not touched it because the 3 I pasted so far are not the correct answer. So let me now go to the fourth one, which is of course this is the, you return this to, then control copy, control V. That is it. Now, since this is the correct answer, I will now pick 100%. Then you are done. So you don't need any other thing to do here. Save changes. This is how you continue and repeat the process until you get to where you are going. Maybe 10 questions, you are going to 40 questions within the same process. So this is how to load your questions on the quiz platform in the Moodle. Let's go back to our guide. Is there anything left again? Now, so you have gone past this. So click on save changes and repeat the process from step 5. Now we have come to the end of steps for setting up quiz on Moodle platform. I want to believe by the time you practice this for the first time and the second time, you become a master of the activity of the exercise. This is a journey towards making National Open University to be the first in Nigeria, the first in Africa, and of course, we say we cannot be the first globally. Till we meet again, I am your course facilitator for this segment, Amusa Oluwadamilare. Bye for now.